Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. And here's Harden. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. They kick it out to Green. A fadeaway. Şengün with the bucket.
And give Şengün credit for getting a shot off in time there. Nice work.
Harden outside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Tatum. Here's Şengün. Outside Green. From outside the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Harden with it. Now Green defending. Now Harden. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
He is so athletic. Gordon does well when he gets the ball around the paint.
Now here's Tatum. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. And that one falls for Tatum. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Şengün. Back to Tatum. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's Strus missing. And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Now here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, a lot of strength and power in that Tatum slam.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now, here's Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Green with the jam.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Here's Harden. To the inside. Here's Sharp. Three-pointer, Daniels. Miami trailing. Green drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't afford to let Green get a lane because he'll force the defense to compromise like there.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here is Harden. Inside. Left side, Gordon. Miami grabs the miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And that one's good. Green.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the middle. Back to Green. Now Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Harden scanning the floor. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Gordon with it. Now defended by Şengün. Now here's Harden. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Şengün. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Denial. They kick it out to Green. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific
Miami team, 16.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here's Tatum. Shot clock at 2. There's the triple. Tatum with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Clingan is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match, the capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Screen by Şengün. And Green gets it to go.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
On the wing, Walker. Back to Harden. And there's the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Charge, that's good.
3 points.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Harden outside. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Screen by Saric. It's tipped. Outside Tatum. Screen by Saric. Tries again. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Substitution for Miami. Number 15, Jose Alvarado.
Brooks outside. The kick out to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck. Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Harden gets the bucket.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Tatum downhill. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. "50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Charge has the open look. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Outside, Walker. pass to Reddish. It's stolen by Strus. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Look, this is Tatum's game. He's got a superb shooting motion and attacks without hesitation.
Harden with it. 16 points for him. Down low. And stolen by Tatum. Jacks up a three. No good on the last second attempt there. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 11. And we'll be back with you right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Strus. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Saric. Latrey. The shot off that time.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's Harden with the drive.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
That's tipped. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Pass to Daniels. The three. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got 9.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Who's in the corner? And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Green outside. And Klingon pulls it down. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Pass to Shannon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but if the defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. thanks.
Dylan Brooks.
Got that one up quick. Brooks has got 5 now.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Harden. 18 points for him. Pass to Shannon. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Oh, he just jams it right over Şengün. Wow!
Hey, whatever it adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
It's tipped.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Clingan can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
To the paint. Here's Shannon. Wide open look here for Clingan. No good from outside. And Tatum out top the key. Pass to Şengün. Back to Tatum. Out to Brooks. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Pass to Reddish. The three. Miami grabs the miss. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Reddish has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to Harden. Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. On the wing, Harden. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Daniels. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Clingan's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And here's Green outside. Here's Şengün. Bank in off the glass. He has 6.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Al Harden. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
It's stolen. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Reddish with the slam.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
And here's Tatum for 3. And Clingan pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And the foul on Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the home team. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Brooks. That one, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And it's Miami's ball. Lets it go with a three. And Klingon pulls it down.
You know what? He's just stolen the hole right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Back to Harden. From downtown, drills it from outside. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Outside, Green. Trying to end the drought. Walker with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Three-pointer, Daniels buries the long-range jumper.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. Screen by Şengün. Tatum's shot is off.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
2 minutes remaining.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Şengün. Will it go? Knocks down the three ball.
A work in progress for the big man. When Şengün is hitting from the outside, this offense becomes dangerous.
Now, here's Walker. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Green. Takes the three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Walker with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Green. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for the Heat, Jason Tatum. Shooting one.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Outside, Green. And so they get the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead,